What were we doing? Wipe out the silver hand. Retrieve fragments of wolf. Should be a piece of cake. Oh shit, I'm not alone, so this will not work. Anything. Go and kick ass. Are there two entrances? Nope. Mora's agony. We need to change that. But not a big deal. Let's go. I think these might have been the only elves I've really seen take part in any kind of organization besides Palamore. Yep. Ah shit. This whole place has been reset. Retry.
Is someone there?
No.
Found!
Why are they so weak now? Previously they've been much stronger.
What was enough of this? That's it? That's all you got?
I love it when they both are pretty much on the same second they get sliced to pieces. We'll just move forward. We don't have to go in every place. There's nothing but maybe minor loot.
Huh? Thought I heard something.
Nothing.
Nice teamwork there. Let's keep banging on it until she goes down. Oh, do they have a big fight for us? Doesn't particularly matter. Our illusion spells are strong enough to even the odds.
Is someone there?
Not bad. We're less than half a dozen of power strikes would kill us. And that's not all that powerful of a weapon to begin with, what they're using.
I cannot rescue.
Is someone there?
An archer? These brutes.
What was that?
I don't know. It's just something so satisfying about that. Can't resurrect him. Shocking. Would be amusing. Very understandable. So there's definitely a downside to that too. At the same time, an upside. I mean, if you're going against necromancers, you prevent them from doing anything.
That's your bag?
Go team.
What was that?
Let them fight it out. Excellent. Different pieces. That it? That is it. The last hammer of lethargy.
Let's get back to Jorvaskr. We'll want to pay our respects to Kodlak's spirit. Until next time.
We kill all of them? Yeah. There might be someone outside, but Who gives a shit about that?
Fus Roda!
We might as well kill her. Oh, come on.
Damn you!
The pace of the game has certainly picked up. Yeah, I guess it's... If you naturally try to do the sort of sneaking style, influence others,
The
let them do
others
their
probably
thing,
prepared Kodlak's funeral by now. Come
it'll,
up to the Sky Forge to pay your respects.
it'll stretch out things. It'll just take more time to do the same thing. Also, because we have a lot more options and skill now, I mean the character skill, we have a tool for every situation that we can immediately just use. We don't have to
I
really
work with my
struggle
mother,
or
supplements and
retry
vegetables.
anything. We really even
Fun
try to
mostly.
figure out what to do. We just... More people than our own numbers, use illusion, try to sneak
Take a good
past,
look
sneak
around.
plus illusion,
Sure you'll find
backstabbing,
it.
something like that.
If not,
Go
let me know.
straightforward
You look rather
fight, just
pale.
go in and beat the shit
Take a
out of
look.
them, enchant your... conjure a weapon out of nowhere to fight. We have all the tools we could possibly need. Certainly we're not super good at some things. "41 potions of invisibility," right. But it's not like most of our opponents are super strong either, so we're good enough.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
We did get a... yeah, I need to sell the armor pieces.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More the finest
Warrior
weapons and
style
all.
gameplay is probably the most straightforward and quickest against typical enemies, your non-boss enemies, things like that. And I suppose in most situations in general,
Don't forget to check inside
but
the
it
shop if you
struggles
need anything.
real badly against ranged combat users, against dragons, and even more difficult boss fight
Hello,
situations.
friend. What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want
It's
to know.
partially though because we suck at it. But still, I can't see us having easy options
Thank you
if
very
we
much
just
for your
have to have a
business.
weapon, melee weapon that we rely on mostly. The stealthy approach can survive every situation, but it's more time
My
consuming.
favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some meat.
You can always do your thing, then withdraw and continue doing your
Come
thing.
chat with an old woman.
It's more of an evasion game, but once you get good at it, you are never gonna really get caught. You're never really gonna get into trouble. And mage can sort of do it all and few additional tricks up your sleeve. I mean, the destruction approach is more like the fighter approach, except you don't have a range to think about. Illusion, conjuration, that combination is good for stealth approaches. Even destruction with illusion. So mage just does everything better. Just a different type of gameplay though. But I still think it's pretty much where we have been the strongest. Have the equipment set that brings destruction cost to 0, and that's where we have been the strongest. We're doing fine now, but we're definitely struggling much more. Things are going a bit slower.
Who will start?
I'll do it. Before the ancient flame.
We grieve. At this loss,
We weep.
we weep.
For the fallen,
We
shout.
And for ourselves.
We take our leave.
Light her up.
His spirit is departed. Members of the Circle, let us withdraw to the Underforge to grieve our last together.
Do you have the fragments of Uthrad still?
I'll need to prepare them for mounting again.
I return them with honor.
Don't get too flowery on me, lass. Of course, I have a small favor to ask of you. There's another piece that Kodlak always kept close to himself. Would you go to his chambers and bring it back for me? I'm not sure I'm the best one to go through his things.
Sure.
Thank you. I'll be here.
I like the options where I can have. They give me 2 options, and both of them are to agree. So. A lot of the options we have are sort of they're so obviously written in a way that what the guy says next fits all the options given. It's one of the things I do truly do not like with these full spoken dialogue games. It's something you can get over, but it still would naturally be preferable if you give options, at least treat them as different options instead of it doesn't. Well, it's better. I suppose it's better than nothing because at least you can roleplay in your mind a little bit if you're given the different dialogue options, even though they're pointless. The problem is they're so obviously pointless, so it's hard to really appreciate them. Song of Rormir. Two-handed. Where exactly is this piece? Got to have to assume this is his room. But it read the journal. In my dream, I see the line of harbingers start with Isgramor. Each of them ascends to Sovngarde until we come to Tergre, who first turned us to the ways of the beast. He tries to enter Sovngarde, but before he can even approach Tune, he is set upon by a great wolf, who pulls him into the hunting grounds, where her seen lass with welcoming arms. Terpig seems regretful, but also eager to join her scene after a lifetime of service as a beast. Then I see every next harbinger turn away from Sovngarde and enter the hunting grounds of their own accord, until it comes to me, and I see great Soon on the misty horizon beckoning me. It appears I have a choice, and then at my side a stranger I had not seen before. As I look into her eyes, we turn to see the same wolf who dragged away Turpik, and she and I draw weapons together. I realize this is only a dream, but a strong enough dream to inspire a man like me to take to writing, so it must be of some import. Must be talking about me! We'll see. I'm not exactly super excited about the werewolf thing. There's sort of
I never thought they would actually let me join
resistances
the
and the
companions.
equipment we carry
But now
are
it looks like a little-
so vital to our survival, so it cannot possibly be of any real use to us in the werewolf thing. We'll see. We'll see. Not exactly harmful either. Depends are if this getting rid of it is a one-time deal or... Huh, guess it doesn't really matter.
You're back.
I have Kodlak's fragment.
Thank you. Your shield siblings have withdrawn to the Underforge. I think they're waiting for you.
The old man had one wish before he died, and he didn't get it. It's as simple as that.
Being Moonborn is not so much of a curse as you might think, Vilcus.
That's fine for you, but he wanted to be clean. He wanted to meet Iskramor and know the glories of Sovngarde. But all that was taken from him.
And you avenged him.
Kodlak did not care for vengeance.
No, Farkas, he didn't. And that's not what this is about. We should be honoring Kodlak, no matter our own thoughts on the blood.
You're right. It's what he wanted, and he deserved to have it.
Kodlak used to speak of a way to cleanse his soul, even in death. You know the legends of the tomb of Iskramor.
There, the souls of the Harbingers will heed the call of Northern Steel. We can't even enter the tomb without Wuthrad, and it's in pieces like it has been for 1,000 years.
And dragons were just stories, and elves once ruled Skyrim. Just because something is, doesn't mean it must be. The blade is a weapon, a tool. Tools are meant to be broken, and repaired.
Is that... Did you repair the blade?
This is the first time I've had all the pieces, thanks to our shield sister here. The flames of Hero can reforge the shattered. The flames of Kodlak shall fuel the rebirth of Wuthrad, and now it will take you to meet him once more. As the one who bore the fragments, I think you should be the one to carry Wuthrad into battle. The rest of you, prepare to journey to the tomb of Iskramor, for Kodlak.
For Kodlak. Is it any good? Especially deadly to elves. It is no good, but we suck at two-handed weapons. I in general like the companion frame of mind. What I mean is, I think they have a much more healthier approach to the situation than the vampires had. Wonder if it's possible to even reach that. Maybe. It doesn't really matter. Laureate of the Dead. Go to Iskramor's tomb with the circle. That's actually quite easy to reach. Alright, Septimus's outpost. There's no enemies there. But to them, it's a choice. They have a family, and you can. It's a choice whether you want to be part of it or not. It's not that a big deal. If you choose not to abandon it, that's fine. I suppose it's reflected in their attitude towards leadership in general. I mean, there's no leader for the entire group. Everyone is their own person, and they just work together well enough. There doesn't have to be one guy ordering everyone about constantly. Don't know what this is. What is it? Rat. Lost hay. Missing college student. Scroll of Fury. I think he, yeah, had problems manipulating rats. Went to experiment apparently, and got murdered. This is the second piece like this I've found. Wonder if there's a point if you find all of them. They've all been very close to the college too. Another one was on the coast. He was testing of the fire cloak spell and was burned to death. Then there was a group of brothers who wanted to find a way to chill mead or something like that. I think there were 4 people. Hello there, Mr. Snow Panther. Snowy sword. Very powerful. Single charge and we lost maybe about 50 of our health.
This is the resting place of Ysgramor, and its most trusted generals. You should be cautious.
Why do we need to be cautious?
The original companions, their finest warriors, rest with Ysgramor. You'll have to prove yourselves to them. It's not that you're intruding. I'd wager they've actually expected us. They just want to be sure that you're worthy. Be ready for an honorable battle.
How do we get inside?
Return Wuthra to Ysgramor. It should open the way. Until next time.
Okay, what the fuck are you group of monkeys doing there? Nope, play time and place to mess around.
For Kodlak.
For Kodlak. Okay, what path opened up? Honorable combat.
For Kodlak.
Yeah, for Kodlak. Need anything else? Archers. Honorable combat. Anything else?
What was that?
Someone mortal fool. No one hides from the dead.
Fucking archer there. What exactly are you people doing? Take your word for it.
I'm getting out of here.
Okay, this is gonna suck ass. Yeah. I smell the same weakness. I think there's sort of a same problem with these giant spiders as with the giants. Very strong attacker, but not very durable. So if you can take them out, cause damage, they're in very little trouble.
For Kodlak.
For Kodlak.
Mortal fool. No one hides from the dead. No.
Honorable combat. Ah, feels so good. Share the honor.
There you are.
Decapitation strike on a ghost, really.
All the living shall fear the dead.
Come on. Not bad. Yeah, for Kodlak. Can't exactly take these guys on casually. At the same time, they're definitely within our capabilities, even though we're not exactly master fighters, so...
Huh?
Does someone live?
Thought I heard something.
4-on-1. At least we killed one of them.
Not quite good enough, are you?
Eternity!
Is that it?
For Kodlak.
For Kodlak. Whatever we're here for, it's behind this door.
Greetings, Shield Sister.
Kodlak?
Of course, my fellow Harbingers and I have been warming ourselves here, trying to evade hearsay.
But there's nobody else here.
You see only me because your heart knows only me as the Companion's leader. I'd wager old Vignar could see half a dozen of my predecessors. And I see them all. The ones in Sovngarde, the ones trapped with me in Hearsay's realm. And they all see you. You've brought honor to the name of the Companions. We won't soon forget it.
Vilka said you can still be cured.
Did he now? I can only hope. You still have the witches' heads. Excellent. Throw one of them into the fire. It will release their magic. For me, at least.
Never should have come here.
Beast.
Greetings, Shield Sister.
We've killed your beast spirit.
And so slain the beast inside of me. I thank you for this gift. The other Harbingers remain trapped by hearsay. Perhaps from Sovngarde, the heroes of old can join me in their rescue. The harrowing of the hunting grounds. It would be a battle of such triumph. And perhaps someday you'll join us in that battle. But for today, return to your rest. Triumph in your victory. And lead the Companions to further glory.
Did I hear right? Did he say you were to lead the Companions?
He did.
You've earned the right. Your strength and honor are apparent to all. And it's my honor to be first to address you as Harbinger. Let's go tell the others.
Well,
you're someone who can get things done. I like that.
I cured Kodlak. Yeah, she was here.
And that's exactly what the old man wanted. I'm glad we could give it to him.
Hmm. He said I should lead the companions.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't have expected it. But that may just be because I remember when you were just a whelp who was begging to join.
Yeah, like
The
a couple
old
of
man
hours
trusted
ago.
you, so I'll trust you.
Are you going back to your Basker?
Eventually. But this is the tomb of Iskramor. I think I'm just going to commune for a bit. This place is worthy of some time. You go on ahead. I'll see you back there. All right then.
Disappearing and reappearing pod. I don't know what's causing that. Stop
Do you
suddenly
have
just
guidance for me, Harbinger?
disappearing and reappearing. Not that it bothers me too much. Because it rarely happens on anything that is even remotely meaningful. Still just wondering why it does that in the first place. Increases magic resistance by 20%, increases health by 20 points. It's not a bad shield. Problem is I can do better, so... At the same time, I mean, if you can't do through crafting something better in some way, there's no point to the entire crafting system. The problem I have with this is it outshines these items so much. I don't know what you would do it. Like, there would have to be something with the crafting system if you do them yourself that you cannot get through just finding items. At the same time, well, the look of the items is one thing, but that's not enough. But at the same time, I wish there was something in these items you cannot get through craft. Well, some items do have it, it's just they're very, very few, and the bonuses are still usually much weaker than what you can make for yourself. About 50% shock and frost resistance, and that's an item that we enchanted when we didn't have a alchemy bonus going on, so we can definitely do better without too much fuss. 20% better easily, 25% better. That's quite a bit of a difference. If you find an item, I suppose you can have something like 60% resistance or something, but it's only one enchantment and you can put into... The ability to put in a second enchantment was a mistake, I feel. Alternatively, if you can, it would have been an option, like you can put in a second enchantment, but it would mean that the individual enchantment would get weaker. So you can put in one powerful enchantment or two weaker ones. It doesn't mean the two weaker ones have to be half as powerful, but so there would be always some advantage. If you're not fully focused on a very narrow area, it would make sense to put two enchantments, but they wouldn't be as powerful as if you just chose to put in a single enchantment. If that makes sense. So in that sense, the two enchantment items would be much more competitive against the items you find, the artifacts. Now they're pretty much always more powerful. At the same time, if you only have one narrow focus, like melee focus on an equipment set, something like that, you would still be able to do very powerful things with it. I feel it would be a little bit more balanced it's hard to say because pretty much the entire game uses the same system through all the difficulties. I'm not sure, I don't think the game has been balanced toward the harder difficulty settings. It's just probably doing the adept difficulty setting, something like that. And then if someone doesn't like that it's too easy, they can use the system to make it harder. It's just, it is a bad way to make the game harder. Really, really bad. No, we haven't been here. I'm certain of it. Where does this go? I don't think this type of difficulty system is the worst possible thing ever created by mankind. It's just, if you really have a fundamental problem with how things work, it cannot possibly fix them. What it usually makes things more tedious. Make you feel less powerful. Enemies are, if you can basically handle an enemy more or less, it's not going to drastically change things. It can drastically increase the time it takes to handle things, but it won't change the outcome. Simple AI modification would be much more effective if you want proper challenge. Spellcasters much more aggressive with spell use, things like that. I mean, we fought against the hag ravens quite often, and they fireball us, but in general they don't cast spell all that frequently. Change the AI in a way that if someone is a spell focused, that sucker will spam those attack spell when it thinks has you in his sights, and you are in deep shit trying to deal with that. You struggle. You need to disrupt him somehow, otherwise you're done. You need to have the ward to block them at some point. Animal allegiance, really? A shout for help from the beasts of the wild who come to fight in your defense. Yeah, I'm not using that. That is just worthless. I suppose that's a companion quest line. It's hard to say is it really all that lengthy or not, because we have much more ability now, so we can pretty much walk through most of these. But if you would have done that as just a fighter, it could have been very, very tough. Especially the mass fights against the Silver Hand. That is tough. There could also be follow-up missions, things like that.
I see everything, hear everything, and know everything. Oh, I'm a good keeper of secrets. Have to be. In this hall.
I'd like to talk to some of the members. I suppose they're resting at this late hour. This feels more like, assuming the Silver Blaze do scale, more like a campaign you could have done earlier on.
Oh, hey there. I killed a bear yesterday. Did you kill anything? Mm-hmm.
Friends like you are hard to find, and very valuable to me.
Of course.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Azura's wisdom to you, friend. Until next time.
So we can ask all of these to join as temporary companions too, which is fun. But I haven't really done that, probably won't. Might be an interesting way to try to play. I mean, instead of just making yourself an unstoppable killing machine, try to work through a companion. More focus on the support role. Disabling enemies, buffing your own guy, trying to make it work somehow. That could have been... that could be interesting for some time, however, it could become very tedious because the AI is a retarded son of a bitch, and it could be very, very painful if it really doesn't do certain things well. The game has a companion command system. I mean, you can give orders to them, but however, it's not like something fairly easy to access, like in Mass Effect 2, where you basically have a button that brings up a command vision, and you can give orders to your teammates. It's like you have to talk to the guy and through the dialogue system choose a command mode there, then your normal cursor or turns into a command cursor and you can target something and give your companion order. It's so goddamn cumbersome. It is not. This game is not meant to be played with a companion. I think I've bitched about a lot of the companion systems in many games, role-playing games, like in Neverwinter Nights. It is designed for a single player, but the game gives you additional players because Dungeons and Dragons is not designed for a single player. Dungeons and Dragons is designed for a group. You're supposed to have like 3-4 man groups at least to have a well-rounded group, but the game system and command system is designed for a single player. If you try to add more, you have your basic command, stop, attack nearest enemy, guard me, something like that, yet that you can bind to quick keys or access through quick keys. But even with that, it doesn't work all super well. It's manageable if the function of your companion is fairly simple, like a brute that goes near people and just beat them to shit. But if it has to do something complex, like spell casting, try to position spells in certain places, it is not going to work. So not only does it not really work, it funnels you quite heavily to take those more involved roles, because the AI cannot possibly handle them well. Doesn't look like anyone's there. Suppose I could check the under the smithy. But even here, something. If you have companions, have a command system for them. Simple commands. Protect me, attack target. Something like that. Something that you would basically continually use them. That would, with that you could organize the situation a little bit. It might work. Now where the NPC sort of sucks, you can't command them so they can go on their own, do God knows what. I'm sure it's doable, however it's probably a huge exercise in frustration, and I don't particularly, would not want to engage in it. Again, I suppose another thing to try to improve upon in the future, if you include companions, try to include companions, proper companions. Fallout New Vegas did a better job at it already. and it was an older game than Skyrim. Not Bethesda game, but the same engine, so I'm sure they can borrow ideas. Thing was, companions there were properly good. I mean, if you took the Boone, was it? Guy with the sniper rifle. He is a good sniper, so detects enemies from far away, and you basically, when a fight starts, you tend to see exploding heads if you have a strong companion focus. A lot of options, abilities to choose what equipment they use, things like that. So even it's not exactly amazing system there either. I'm not going to say that, but it's something that you can. They're companions that you can fully rely on. They're not meant to be some Kai you pay 500 gold and you don't. The only reason they might make it is because the game makes it impossible to kill them. They're people you can choose not to have any combat focus for yourself if you choose charisma, which boosts your combat abilities of your companions, and they are good enough to handle the combat. And you can still support them to some extent, even with that, but they are good. They are incredibly dangerous and lethal at that point. And I don't see particularly any reason why Elder Scrolls series could not have an option in that line. I mean, try to have a play as more of a support character than the main hero. It doesn't mean that you can't do anything. You always could. It's just that you're not the super killer of the group. You're more of a group leader, but the actual fighting... Did we get Salmondro? No. Quite sure where you get it. I think we got single piece in the kitchen and we started making salmon, but how do you get salmon roe if you don't build the kitchen edition? Do you get it? Maybe not. Maybe that's the point. It's a way to farm the meat. I don't care. It's not important.
Speak. You can ask anything of me, love.
What do you sell? Nothing we're interested in. Suppose we could buy soul gems. And we have to get rid of some of this crap we have. Seriously. $5,000 gold. I seriously want to get rid of some of this crap, and I've been holding on to it for a long time, because it's very tough to find someone to buy this. %70 shock resistance. I have to say that is impressive.
Conquer
Look,
your
Mama,
enemies.
I have a new friend.
A rabbit?
Could I keep him? Please?
Sure.
You're the best. Thanks.
Speak.
So we have a
You
rabbit
can
now.
ask anything of me, love.
I've owned a rabbit once in my life. I think for about 13 years. Rabbits aren't too troublesome.
Speak. You can ask anything of me, love.
Mama took me to the market. There were lots of pies and cakes there. She said she'd show me how to bake one.
Hmm. Can you trade now?
You got me a...
No, you do not.
Oh, stop teasing me.
No. What the fuck are you doing?
Mama! Hmm? Wow, really? Thanks.
Okay, why am I glowing? Gift of charity, okay. I think I'll be ending this here. And I'm going to do the crafting. I've been putting this up for long enough. This is going to be probably the final major crafting session we have to do. Oh, we don't even have to do this. But I certainly could use the level ups. I could use the experience. I could use more perk points. Even with so many skills turned to legendary, I'm still starving for perk points. So we might as well get to it. More of a question, what exactly are we going to do? Witch's Head. Well, you never know when Witch's Head will come in handy, so better hold on to those. But from the looks of it, I mean, how much crafting crap we have, this is gonna be a long one. Maybe not. It's if there's something time consuming, it's finding out effects on the alchemical ingredients. However, there might be some ingredients where I want to do it. I don't care about everything anymore. I care about a huge stack of items. Like if there's we have 50 units of something and we don't know what it does, yeah, I want to check it out because that's an item we are getting a lot. If we something like 8 in the current stack of things, I mean we've gathered these for hours and hours and hours. And if at this point we only have a handful of them, we're never going to have enough for them to matter in the slightest. Oops. Did I put it there? So it doesn't really matter what it does. It's not going to be a major part of any kind of a crafting anyway. Anything else we could get rid of? Is Grimoire's shield, certainly. Maybe, and the staff we got from the Datron. Summons Remora. So just a weaker version of the Remora Lord. Probably uses a one-handed weapon too. Sanguine Rose. Diadem of the Savant. Can't see myself using this anymore. This Grimoire. Not good. Tarondreth's robes. I don't recall who Tarondreth was. Ah, he was the... Okay, he was the guy with the Ethereum research. Okay. Bond of Matrimony. Do we still have this horrible thing? Well, I suppose our companion wouldn't appreciate if we smelt it or disenchant it, so better hold on with that. I mean, I might not be the smartest guy in the world, but not quite that stupid. Except that we can do it. But why can we do it? I'm pretty sure I have restoration cost reduction already. Fortify restoration. Yeah, so we could have another fortify restoration. It's not really useful though, so I'll keep the ring. 100. Oh, we're gonna use the ethereal ground, so I don't have to worry about carry weight. We have about 300 pounds worth of extra carry weight. And we have to do alchemy, smithing, and enchantment. Enchantment could be time consuming, but at the same time, we don't give a shit about what we enchant. We just want to enchant something. And I think I'll end it here. Start with alchemy. Should I collect the extra ingredients? I suppose I should. Pretty sure all the additions to the alchemical wing will contain alchemical components. Yeah. Won't amount to much, but it's something. Since we're getting this done, might as well get it done properly. Osmirium is a fair example of those ingredients I spoke of. It's fairly common, but we never have seen it in quantities that really matter. So even though we don't know it fully, it doesn't matter. I suppose I might do one other thing before doing the alchemy. There's a lot of quests that require alchemical ingredients. We might just travel around through quick travel and complete them. So they're out of the quest journal. Dragon tongue. What cat? Okay, barrels have alchemical ingredients. Sacks have food stuff. That seems to be the theme here. Nordic barnacles. Jazz base quest item. Okay, let's see if we can do the non-alchemy related quests. We have Death Deal, about 20 of them. Yeah. Fire salts. I think there were about 10 of them, something like that. Frost souls. There might have been something. No, was it Ice Ray Teeth? No. I'm pretty sure that's another thing. Jazz Baked Grapes. We don't have enough of those. Those are easy to acquire though. Nernroot. And Nightshade. 148 Nightshade. Probably don't need quite that many. And I think that's pretty much it. Salmon Root. Jaspe. Jaspe is the only thing that we really don't have out of these. 13 Jaspe. And return to someone. I know who we need to return to. I think I'll do this. 13 Jaspe is very easy, and then I don't have to mix these with the crafting crap. Jaspe is almost exclusively in the Riften area, where you have the Scorch Earth through the hot springs. This should be easy. Dragon might harass us a little bit, but who the hell cares? We could use a soul. I mean, I think we have 2 dragon souls. Haven't really fought against dragon for a while anyhow. Ah, Demora Lord. Yes. Very easy to find. And in large quantities too. It's almost everywhere. Just summon the creature in case someone comes harassing us. So it'll buy us some time for us to get out of trouble. Yes. Dragon. Ooh. I have a red. Bad looking dragon. Uses shouts. Excellent. This still isn't even close to being the most dangerous one. I think this is the Dawn Guard edition. Revere dragon maybe, something like that. Solid dragon, but as I said, nothing to really worry about. 9 more. Eight more. Don't expect to kill it, I want them to distract it. So I can go about my collecting business. 7 more. 6 more. Drain health, stamina, and magic up. Annoying ability. Five more. The only thing about Jaspe is that it's very hard to spot. It's all over the place, but you just don't see it. Camouflages itself so well to the rocks. Three more. Two more. One more. Oh, hello there. And we're done. With Driften, it was the apprentice alchemist who wanted the ingredients. Nernroot, Deathbell, and Nightshade. Don't think we're gonna get anything even remotely interesting out of this. Wait. There you are.
Sorry. Just thinking about my experiments. Ah, yes. Excellent samples. Thank you. This coin should compensate you for all the bother. Perfect. This is just what I needed. Here's some gold for your time. Good. My experiments are at a critical stage, and these are just what I need to finish. Here's some coin for all the trouble. Yes. Master Elgrim will be pleased I've restored his stock of these rare ingredients. I feel I owe you a bit more than some meaningless coin for all your diligence. Here. This key unlocks my supply chest at Elgrim's Elixirs. Feel free to take what you need from time to time. I'll be refilling it once every few days or so.
Thanks a bunch.
Don't forget to check your supply chest from time to time.
I'll check it once. If there's something even remotely interesting, I'll take something. But I don't think this kind of thing is really... doesn't really do anything for us anymore.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know.
Couple of elixirs. Yep.
I might have it stored away. Have you managed? Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Right. So buy your ingredients. We'll put it to good use. I think with most ingredients I'll be happy if I can do something remotely valuable with them. If not, we might test them out. Try to figure out better recipes. And another thing we need to do, we need to start dropping these potions. We have 20 more or less ultimate healing potions, and we probably need like 1 or 2 at most. So we need to just leave them behind. Otherwise, we're just going to notice that, and increasingly we just don't have the room for anything, and we're just going to wonder about, well, why is that?
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few Fantastic! I was concerned I had asked for too many, but I'm glad to see you proved me wrong. Let me at least give you something for your efforts. Finding all of these couldn't have been easy. Or cheap.
Couple of horrible potions.
Come visit again.
Yeah. It's more of a... I'm not really interested in the rewards anymore. Like, probably for 98% of the quest, it's going to be something that's not even remotely interesting. Just waste of time, really. It's more about finishing the quests, getting them off the list. I wouldn't surprise if there's 100 of those type of quests.
I trust you're not playing
Minor quests that you can just do.
What can I do for you, friend?
Or not.
Mama, you're home. Let's play a game.
Sure.
What do you want to play?
Hide and seek. You go hide.
Okay, you stand right there and count to 10. No peeking. Ready? Go!
It's pleasing to see you again.
Mama!
You're supposed to hide, you dumbass.
Did you need something, Mama? You found me. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prepared or not, I'm coming.
£712 of crap. Yeah. Return to Bellum. Ah, yeah, the fire. Oh, shit. Well, I'm sure I can not use those. They're not. This isn't terrible, but this also doesn't produce anything really interesting. So, alchemy session it is. What is it? So we have level 22, 62. Very close to level up. Oh yeah. Let's see where we end up.